Well, happy Halloween. Hello, hello. Rona Baloney, come here. Want to be on the film with me? There's my poochie. See, go pretty face up here, Missy. Go pretty face up here. Say hi, YouTube. Well, thank you. I hate when someone comes in though and their text disappears. So are you having a great Halloween? I'm sitting here celebrating with my pooch. Haram. Say hi, everybody. Say I'm being a sleepy, lazy dog. Well, hello, Scott. And hey, Night Shame. Say hi. This is my puppy. Is she cute? She looks real thrilled, don't she? She's like, Mom, please get your phone out of my face. She's laying on my pillow. We just got done doing her cheek swab. I'm going to actually... Hi, Becky. I'm actually sending her DNA in to find out what breed she is. Because the previous owner that had her as a puppy said that she is part Gator Pit Bull. To me, she looks like a black lab. I don't know about you guys, but that's what she looks like to me. So we'll find out. Well, cool. Did you ever check into the schools, Scott, about the book signings? If I learned any tips from my aunt, I'll share it with you. I just know that it's really hard for authors in this day and age. It is really hard. Advertising alone, even when I was trying to get my bookstore out there, it was rough. It cost me like $800 the first year, and I haven't even made that back yet. So when I came to YouTube, that's what it was about. You know, when I first came to YouTube, I didn't know that the common users could actually have a channel. I thought it was like all people who were stars and stuff because I only used it for do-it-yourself projects and for music videos. So I just opened up, I think back in June is when I first started, but then I changed the name and switched. And so my thing turned out to be July because I screwed up something and I had a conflict. Well, hey, TPG. I had a conflict in between. My emails were fighting for which one was the default. So I had to change it. And then I just went ahead and changed the name of it and started my channel over. I deleted everything. But my aunt wrote children's books. She was having a hard time selling her books too, because with all the authors out there, it's rough. And she actually goes and reads to kids in hospitals too. You know what I mean? She went to St. Jude's, which I found that real impressive. But she used to sing, and she actually cut a gospel album years ago. And she just got her star put up on the Jamboree Hall of Fame here. But she ended up with lump on her vocal cords. And they had to do surgery. And she can't sing anymore. And it kind of started throwing her into a depression because she just, that was her life. She loved to sing. And so she turned it in and found her voice again through children's books. And I think how she did hers, I'm not sure exactly what types of curriculums the college had, but she did her first book signing at Bethany College. And she met a girl, I don't know if it was some type of writing class, and some girl actually pulled her in. Like she took it incomplete on whatever it was she was doing. Like I don't know how she brought her in, but it was something to do with her class and what she was taking. And then she had a book signing out at the college, and she actually made a video where she was sitting in a chair reading to kids. And it was really cute because her first book is called Finding Pepper. I don't even know if it's Googleable. I haven't really tried to Google it. But it would be Finding Pepper by Joanne Davis is what it should be. And the shirts had a little picture of a Rottweiler on because I have the t-shirt. And people keep saying, I hope you find your dog. And I'm like, no, this is a children's book. They think it's an advertisement. I thought that was funny. But every time I wear that t-shirt out in public, that's what people keep telling me. And she's sitting in a chair reading to kids in front of a fireplace. At the very end of the reading, that's what the video is, a little rot puppy comes in. It's really cute. But she did that all at the college. And what you could do was they had a little food buffet set up. It was like, I think fruits. And they had a dip and stuff like that. I mean, nothing big, but just a little fruit tray and stuff. And then one room you went in and you could watch the film if you wanted. And then the other section, she was sitting at the table. We watched the film and then we came out. We picked up a snack if we wanted it. And then she was doing a book signing at the table. So I don't know if that helps you any, but I thought that was really cool. But I do know that it's really hard for authors to get a takeoff because the one that brought his books into my store. Well, happy Halloween. Hey, Angeli. Here's my puppy. She doesn't like the camera much. Come here, little girl. She's going to be 2 years old December 3rd. Huh. So it's December 3rd or 4th. Heck, Rhodey, I'm getting old. I even forget your birth date. I know it's the beginning of December. But this is my baby. She says, I sleep, I eat, and I love my mommy. But then when Daddy comes home, I forget Mommy exists. When Daddy comes home, she's like a tornado through the house. She is definitely a daddy's girl. But I found her on Facebook. Actually, it was a cute little picture. A guy was holding her up as a puppy. And I just fell in love with her. So I told the guy I'll meet you in a public parking lot, a Walmart parking lot. Went and picked her up, and she's been with me ever since. I used my Christmas money to get her, but yet she loves my hubby more than me. He goes, she misses you. You're just always home with her, which I am. She don't get to see him as much, so. But her tail wags so hard, she literally smacks off my wall when he comes home. She's wiped out some stuff before, too. But she's been a good puppy. She's my baby. I had, here in the past, I met Judy through a Facebook group. If you guys get a chance, Judy Desiree. You really meet some really good people online. Right off the bat, she was asking me, she completely did an interview, asked me how I started my bookstore. She did a story on it on her blog, and now she's doing a live video. When you have those type of friends, it knocks your socks off. I mean, she so shocked me with what she did. And then I met another crafter who did the same thing. She's like, I can't wait to start promoting your store. And when you meet people like that, I'm shocked. Because I mean, not that there's not nice people out there, but I know everybody else is putting work into their own channel. It's shocking that they want to help you. But I did have one person, and of course you meet a few people along the way that aren't so much friends as you think they are. And I had a friend who I thought was a friend, would sit and run me down for the prices that I have for my books. When they're at the bottom, I possibly could have them. And then they turn around and they sold books for 3 times the prices I would. That, all I can say is when you're on the web, There's a lot of people that say not to trust people, which is a good advice. But if you meet the right kind of people, it's not what they say, it's what they do. Their actions speak so much louder than words. And there was a few friends I lost off of YouTube because when I see fakeness in someone, I'm not staying friends with that person. Just not gonna happen. So stuff happens and you just move on. You know what I mean? It's like I never name names. I never, there's only one person I ever named a name for because I felt that they did wrong. I had some trolls that tried to bash back, and I'm like, well, you know what? I'm a truth seeker type of person, and I say it like it is. But the only reason why I went after that person is because some people on her thread came after me on Facebook. So, I spoke up because I will protect myself. But I don't like causing drama. That's not my thing. It's not my style. It's just if I see something that's wrong, I just say my piece. And some people, they either like me or they don't. It's that simple. But I'm not going to be a person that stands by and act like nothing happens either. I'm not a denier. Not my nature to be one. But you live and learn, as you go along. But it's funny because everybody's trying to find their own niche on YouTube. I know it's hard. Like there are some people, they start out creating and then they don't know what they want and they totally change their channel. And then you have people that try to mimic everybody else when that's not going to get you anywhere. You need to find your own thing to do instead of trying to mimic other people. So that's how I base my YouTube. I try to keep it as much my content as possible, and I try not to mimic other people. I'm still learning, like I love my bookstore and it is a lot, and I do like doing reviews still, but there's crafting I kind of want to bring into it, but I'm not sure exactly how to go about all of it yet. Because some people have that angle where they have their cameras like pointing down from behind them, and I don't know how to do that because like I don't have a tripod or anything like that. I'm not exactly sure, so I'll have to ask a couple people. Because I like how they have their mat laid out on the table, and then they have the camera pointing down where you see what they're actually doing. I can only do mine from the side. I can't figure out how to do it from behind me yet or above my head. It's like, do they have their phones hanging on a string? I have no clue how to do it because my phone doesn't flip upside down to be able. I don't know how they do it. I can't figure it out. So I'm still learning as I go along too. But I just wanted to come on for a little bit because I haven't done a live in a really long time. I used to schedule them on Sundays, but then Sundays is hard for me sometimes because I have a lot of background noise, especially if my kids are visiting and grandkids are visiting. It's really hard. So I figured I'd come on tonight for a little bit. Not sure if all my parents are on here, though, because a lot of the times the parents are out with their kids doing Halloween stuff. But I did get to sit on a live stream tonight earlier that was fun. I try to get around as much as possible. So, what are you guys all up to this evening? Anything fun? Do you have any plans? Do you have any Halloween parties you're going to? You just hanging around at your houses? Any special plans for the evening? My grandkids were already here and they collected their candy, so I'm all good. We used to have like Halloweeners like a couple years ago. I think I had like 30 kids, which was amazing. But they have trunk or treat here where they line up in a circle around the local like playground or whatever, and they pass out candy. So like not a lot of people come into people's homes anymore. They don't go to the houses. But I know the trunk or treat's funny because they say that the candy runs out. They have to go to the store. They have to buy a lot of candy because one of them that had started one year said they had to run out. They had to keep buying candy because they kept running out like crazy because, they're taking all the kids from all the different towns. Because I have like 2 or 3 towns around me that's doing Halloween tonight. And it's like, so, like, my kids will go to one town because one set of grandparents lives and they go down their street because they pretty much know everybody. And then they'll go to a few houses up here and then they go up where my mom lives. But, it's not like, I don't know, Halloweeners kind of died out around here going to people's homes. But trunk or treat's pretty interesting. But I did have some people say that they had a hard time keeping up with the candy. They were constantly running to different stores buying candy because they kept running out. That would get really expensive. So I guess what a community could do is they could donate some candy to the trunk or treats so that they would have extra candy, I guess, so they wouldn't run out. But I just think it would be a lot of money trying to keep up with all the towns on a trunk or treat. But it is a nice idea because mostly churches are involved, so you don't end up with candy that's got poison or anything bad in them. I think that's why they started trunk or treat around here. But it's cute because they'll dress up the vehicles and they decorate them all out for Halloween, and then they have all the candy in the trunks and stuff. So it's really cute. It's really cool how they do it. But anyways, I don't want to stay on way too long because I know the first time I ever did a live, it lasted like 8 hours, and another time it was like 6 hours long. So I figured I would try to come on here, at least stick around for a half an hour. But I got my Etsy store up. I got some more journals in the making. I'm working on one bigger scrapbooking journal that I haven't finished up. This one here has taken me a long time because it's something that I would never pick. I think that's what's taken me forever, but it is turning out pretty. And then I have 2 that I'm working on for Christmas, and then I have another one that I haven't finished yet. It's kind of like a memorandum, but it's one personal to me. And I have ideas for a couple more, but I don't want to do them right now. That way, when you get tired, you start on like a Christmas one, and when you get tired of it, you can switch over and work on another one and kind of take a break and keep going back and forth. So it makes it nice. But it's all good. Crafting's been fun. I hit a lot of really cute churches, had a lot of really cute rummage sales on a lot of good stuff. Nice ribbons and doily type stuff and homemade things. So I got a lot of cute stuff over the summer. I wish we had a Michael's close to us, but we don't. There's one, but it takes some travel to kind of get there. I'd like to go at least once. We have a Joann's and a Pat Catons. Pat Catons, I have to travel a little bit, but not as far as the Michaels. And the Joann's fabric, it's expensive. It's very pricey, and it's really small. It's not really a big store. So we don't have a lot of crafting supplies places here. And I thought about adding some of it to my bookstore because it's in more, but then I got to thinking I really don't have the room for it. And then I'd probably want to keep everything because it's crafts. I probably end up keeping more than I'd sell. So I figured maybe that's not a good idea. So I'm sticking with my bookstore for now. And we'll see what happens. But it's crazy. It's like rainy and cold here. I don't like the weather where you guys are at, but it was like, yeah, here. I've been taking Roni out for walks here and there. The weather's not the greatest here today. Even for the Halloweeners. They got to walk around in this cold, damp wetness. Oh, Roni's. She's just chilling beside me. Gonna get on camera. I'm gonna stick you on here. Say hi. You sheepy puppy. Sheepy puppy. Look at you. You're so pretty. I like it when you're peppy and you're playing. Where's your toys from? She's like, I'm not in the mood. Look at those eyeballs. You sheepy puppy. Look at you. I love it when I take her outside and bring her in because she runs around chasing her squeaky toys. Listen to you. You sound like you're snoring. Hey, are you snoring? Tickle face up here. You're so pretty. Give me a look. Show me your teeth. So I got some nasty looking teeth. Show me your teeth. I can't believe she ate a rat a few days ago. It was so disgusting. You ate a rat, Roan. My husband had her outside because we have these rats that try to make a home underneath of our air conditioning unit for some reason. And she got a hold of one and he tried to get it off of her and she wouldn't let it go. Oh God, he said it was awful. She ate it. Tail and all. I couldn't eat for a couple days. I was squeamish. He said it was awful. He said you could hear it screaming inside when she was crunching it. Ugh. Too many details, huh, Roan? Look at you. How come every time I do this, you look like you're half zoned out? Mommy baby. Do my baby. You're just comfy, huh? I'm comfy. I just love her. She's got the best personality. She good puppy. Look at them claws. We took her and we get her toenails trimmed, but they're getting sharp again. You need to go back and get your toenails chipped off. My little girl. Can't believe she's gonna be 2 years old in the beginning of December. Gonna be big too. I still say she looks like a black lab. You can see the brown in her flanks a little bit. Well, like in this area. When she's standing up. She's got German Shepherd, Gator Pit Bull. But I'm sending a DNA swab in to get the accurate. What? To get more results to see. But I still say she looks like a black lab, though. BTB puppy. See, if Daddy was at work and he would click into my video, he would see his little baby. And what you're doing while he's working, huh? Say hi, Dad. If he watches, we'll have to tell Daddy later to check out. Say hi, Daddy. See if Daddy will check in later and see your video so he can watch his puppy. They watch his baby. Say hi, YouTube world. So give you a couple yawns and a couple licks. You like the phone? Give him a lick. Go ahead, you're loud. Give him a lick, Roan. She just licked the screen. You're hysterical, Roan. You licked it and it went up. You are so funny. You're so good puppy. We'll wake up just a little bit now. You give YouTube a lick. Say, hey, YouTubers, I give you puppa licks. Puppa licks? Give me your paw, Roan. You gonna do anything? High five for love? High five for kisses? Give me a high five. High five for kisses. No, you go move. High five. Good girl. You did it that time, even in your sheep. I give you one, Mom. She's such a good puppy. I love her to death. I do. Love my Rhodey. And I took it, and how I got her name. Her dad's name was Rocky. Her mom's name was Ebony. And I ran her name through an online generator. I put Rocky and Ebony, and I ran in Ralph was her previous owner, and I ran his name in with Ebony. But Roni was the only thing that stood out that made sense. The rest of the names were kind of messed up. But she's a good girl. She is the best thing I have ever found on Facebook. The best. She is so awesome. She's the best kid I ever had. She don't talk back. She lovey. Well, she talks back sometimes when she gets to barking at you. Because she wants something. Huh. Most of the time, she's a good girl. The only thing that's bad is when we have like real cold days or real hot days. I'll leave her up here because my bookstore is downstairs. And oh my gosh, she hears a customer come in. She has a fit. Because she can't come down and nib. She's a good baby. I've had a lot of pets. I really miss my cats. My 2 kitty cats. They were good. They were very good. She was so funny though. My husband said he took her outside, and I had that black cat in the window. It's like one of those popcorn decoration type things. He said she barked that thing like she wanted to rip its head off. But she loved my cats. She tried it as a puppy, jumping at him. They're just looking at her like she's crazy because they're like in their 20s. I mean, they were like up in age. And my one cat would just hiss at her and smack her in the face sometimes, but she never had her claws out. It was just enough to let her know. But it's sad that they're gone. I think she misses them too. Heather used to walk over and they used to snuggle at night. And it's sad. Because she's all we have now. Is our puppy. Don't miss the litter pans, but I do miss my cats. Especially on Halloween. Because when we did have trick-or-treaters, my kitty cats would walk to the door with me. They were so cute. We used to call them 2 little old ladies. Because they were sisters from the same litter. Huh. They made it to... One made it to 22 and one almost made it to 22. But one had liver failure and the other one had... Or not liver failure, I'm sorry, kidney failure. And she was to the point where she was making so many trips. We had her on special food and all kinds of stuff through the vets. And she just couldn't do it anymore. She couldn't get up and keep going. It just wore her out. The mother cat had a thyroid problem. And she was on medicine too. But she had lost so much weight. And she was getting to the point where she was like, she jumped off my bed one time. And I don't know if she had a stroke or what, but she like twisted up. And she was like her back end was flopping. We had to get her under control. We took her into the vet, and they did find that she had really bad, what do they call that? I'm not sure exactly what kind of arthritis, but she had arthritis because her back got like a hump in the back of her back too. And she was walking funny. And then that and her thyroid just did her in. So, she was to the point where she was dragging her back feet just to get down the steps. But she lived to 20. They had a good life. One of these days, I want to have to do a show where I show you pictures from when they were little too, as they grew in the life we had them. That's kind of like a type of journal that I'm working on. So I'll be able to show what they look like from beginning clear to the end because they were the best cats. And I've had cats in my life since as long as I could remember. My first cat was a Midnight when I was a kid, and he was all black. But he was an outdoor stray that my parents he adopted us, I guess. And then I think maybe that's why I have a partiality to black cats, because I just think they're beautiful and sleek looking. And then we've had some off and on, like when I was a kid growing up, coming as strays, but I didn't have one live with me until I got my first apartment. And he was all white with a couple black spots, but my daughter called him Blackie, so we just left it. It was funny when people used to come in the house, they're like, Blackie? I'm like, hey, that's what she named him. But he had like a tiger stripe look on his back. And then we had Tabby with him, and they both passed away with age. Blackie actually had a stroke, and Tabby, he just passed away in his sleep. And then we ended up with Heather and Hope, and we had them clear till, I mean, 20 years. 22 years is a long time. 21 and 22. It's a long time for two cats. So I've had cats for a very, very long time, since like 1989, something like that. It's a lot of years. But anyways, I'm going to go because a half an hour is up and I'm trying to limit my videos. So you guys have a great day, and thank you guys for stopping by and giving me some good watch time and just showing love. Bye. Mwah.